Hello guys and welcome to a new episode of the Football Plus F1 show. Today we're going to talk about tonight's Premier League and other leagues, European leagues games. While I'm recording this, it will be recorded tomorrow, but while recording now it's tonight, and we're going to preview tomorrow's Premier League games, and we're going to review the qualifying of what happened today in Baku, Formula 1. But let's start with the football first. Premier League, Liverpool against Everton. Liverpool beat Everton 2-1. Goals from Gravenberch, Ekitike and Idrissa Gueye. Liverpool started in the first half quite well. Goals from Gravenberch and Ekitike. And by the way, a great assist from Ekitike with the first goal towards Gravenberch, and then the second goal, brilliant finish. And Liverpool playing some very good football. It was two team play, good goals from Liverpool over those two goals, and Liverpool were looking very, very good in the first half. Second half, Everton played better. They got a goal from Idrissa Gueye, good piece of play for Everton, and very good goal. And yeah, it was a bit nervy at the end, because it's 2-1, it's never secured, but Liverpool managed to get the job done at the end, and they win the Merseyside Derby. They win over their city rivals, so well done to Liverpool. Another win for them, and the 100% record continues. So, I thought the likes of you look at this Liverpool squad. I mean, in this Liverpool team, they've got great attackers, the likes of Salah, Szoboszlai, Kagbo, and Ekitike. When you look on the bench, for example, they've got Isaac, they've got Verz, they've got great the squad depth of Liverpool is very, very good. The likes of Verts came in. He could have done better. He lost the ball several times. He could have done better. He had a chance to score. He could have done better. He could have done more. Because we want to see more from Florian Wirtz. He's been okay. I don't think he's been terrible, as people say, but he's been okay. But we do expect more from him. So but Ekitike has adapted to the Premier League quite well, which is not. Even though the same case for Florian Wirtz, scoring goals, running behind defenders with his pace. Ekitike, I think, is quite frightening for defenders at times. 3 goals, 1 assist in 4 games. Brilliant performance from him. And a Liverpool win 2-1. Congratulations to Liverpool. Now let's move on to other games. You look at the other games. Sorry. So, Brighton drew 2-2 with Tottenham. Both teams had chances. Brighton took the lead with Yakubu Minteh. Brighton were 2-0 up, by the way, but great comeback from Tottenham. Goal from Chelsea before half-time, and then on goal with the second goal. So great comeback, great fight back from Tottenham, especially playing against a team like Brighton, who are not an easy team to play against. Difficult team to play against, especially they always do well against, always put a bit of a decent fight against the big teams. And you have to praise this Tottenham side, because if they were this was Tottenham side of years ago when they were 2-0 down, they'll be like, yeah, crumb winning, that's it, let's move on. But you can clearly see the mentality of under Thomas Frank of Tottenham has changed, as he said in the press conference. Coming from behind, and they show good character, good mentality. So you have to praise Tottenham for that. So a good comeback from Tottenham, despite not winning this game. Burnley drew 1-1 with Nottingham Forest. Crystal Palace continued their unbeaten start of the season by beating West Ham 2-1. Surely that's the end for Graham Potter at West Ham. Leeds United win 3-1 against Wolves. Very good win for Leeds. The Wolves' poor start to the season continues, very poor. Manchester United beat Chelsea 2-1, thanks to goals from Bruno Fernandes, Casemiro, and then 80th minute from Chalobah. But it was a kind of a absolute cinema game, if you like to say, because United, I thought they looked very, very, before the red card, in the first half, United looked very, very good. They were winning 2-0, and they could have scored more. And yes, the red card of Sanchez helped, but at the same time, United with a better, they took advantage of it. You know, in the first half, they took advantage of it by, having for other team having a man sent off. Whereas Chelsea, when United went back to down to went down to 10 men, and it was 10 v 10, Chelsea didn't take advantage of it. And you look at Chelsea's chances, like except the goal there from Chalobah, they didn't create many chances. Chelsea had only one shot on target against a poor United side who've been struggling. But let's give credit to United first. They showed great character, good fight, good response to losing the derby last weekend. They made it more harder than they should have done. But at the same time, when a team is kind of lacking confidence and is not performing well, not winning games consistently, of course sometimes these kind of things can happen. But United got the job done. They managed to win in the end. So and especially against a big team like Chelsea. So that's gonna give a lot of confidence to Amorim and the fans and the players that can go on and keep going and they can keep winning football matches because they want a football match, and the mood around the players. You go to the training camp tomorrow, the mood around the players will be better. So yeah, but at the same time, United played quite well in the first half. In the red card from Sanchez, I don't know what was he thinking. Like Maresca said in the press conference, it was better for him to let him score. Instead, he put him down, and that was silly from Sanchez. That was a deserved red card. Silly again, and it showed why he's one of the reasons why Chelsea are not going to win the league, because Chelsea don't have a good goalkeeper and they don't have a good defenders. They don't have a good defense. That showed in the first half. When Chelsea down to 10 men, Maresca made I think he made 3 substitutions in the first 20-25 minutes. Playing Palmer again, you're risking when he went. I think in the last game against Bayern Munich he had a slight injury, so you must know that and he's been playing a couple of times. Cole Palmer this season, and he's been injured a couple of times, or he has something in his knee. So why don't I don't know why Maresca started him. I think he should have put him at the bench and then bring him in the last 25-30 legs when there's kind of fresh legs. But he started him. I thought that was strange. I thought that was wrong decision considering he played I think 90 minutes against Bayern Munich and scored as well, and scored a second if even though it was a sellout. So yeah, Stavio I don't think he had a good performance. This is not good at all from Chelsea, but you still have to give credit to United. The winning 2-0, they did well in the first half. They were the better team in the first half, and they created chances, and they could have scored more. And then they did very well to win this game, but they made their life more harder. When the red card happened from Casemiro, which was silly for an experienced player like him to do that, is not it's not great. Maybe he learned from Carvajal, I don't know, but it's different situations. And then the second half, when it was 10 v 10, Chelsea looked better in the second half, and United were kind of. They made their life more harder, and they kind of, let's say, I would say they were cautious in their approach to the game, but they were cautious in their emotions. They were like, yeah, and then like, no, let's wait. They were cautious in their emotions, but they were not cautious in their approach. And they kept going. They could have scored. Bruno Fernandes could have scored a third goal towards the end. So. Good performance for United, good win, very important. It's important to get back to winning ways when you have a poor run of form, a lack of confidence. It's important to win, and Man United win. Can they keep it going? Let's see. But that's a very important win. For Chelsea, I mean, Maresca got it wrong. He got it wrong. Starting Palmer, wrong decision. Not playing. Not playing Tosin Adrabayo. Playing Wesley Fofana, who's a guy that doesn't always start games for Chelsea. Playing him in this kind of games is kind of strange. Playing him in the League Cup in midweek, but to play in this game, that was very, very strange for him. And he got some of the decisions, starting lineup quite wrong. So this game is on Maresca and on the players as well. And as he said, the game plan went out the window when the red card happened, but it's for you to adapt. And Chelsea and Maresca didn't adapt at all. So not a good performance from Chelsea. I mean, for a team like Chelsea to spend lots of money, and for you to have only one shot on target against the United side who was struggling massively, lacking confidence, having a terrible season last season, even the season before that, though they won the FA Cup, to have like 59 possession is to have only one shot on target, and that came from a goal. Like lack of conversion, lack of real chances from Chelsea. That's what really disappointed me. Like you can lose games, but at least like show something, you create something, test the other team, and they tested the other team. But in terms of the attack, they lack Chelsea lack something. They lack something. So it was not, again, not been quite the scintillating start from Chelsea. Like they had 2 wins, they had 2 draws, 2 losses. I'm talking about all competitions, by the way. They have not had, a scintillating start. So, I told you guys, they don't have a good goalkeeper and they don't have a good defense. There will be some games where the attack is very strong and they're gonna win the games. But if you want to win the title, you have to have a good defensively and good goalkeeper, and you need to approach games in the right way. Whereas this game, they didn't do that, so they didn't have a good defense and they didn't have a good goalkeeper. But despite that, don't take away anything from United. Fulham beat Brentford 3-1. Fulham look very, very good. They deserve to win, in my opinion. They were more clinical. Brentford took the lead, but then Fulham scored 3 goals. They scored the 4th goal as well, despite some blood happened to one of the Brentford players. But I thought that was kind of, it's a contact. It can happen, but that's why it was disallowed. And yeah, that's it. Fulham win. They make it back-to-back wins, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's back-to-back wins for Fulham now, because I think they won the last game, if I'm not mistaken. Did they? Yeah, they beat Leeds United. So yeah, back-to-back wins. Let's move on to La Liga. Real Madrid keep winning. They keep the 100% record in La Liga by beating Espanyol 2-0. Goals from Adrian Militao, and once again Kylian Mbappe scoring. Vinicius Junior started, but he didn't have the best game. Xabi Alonso took him off, and according to reports, he was not happy being taken off. I mean, like, can you really complain, Vinicius? Like you haven't been performing well, and Xabi Alonso knows that he has to give game time to Rodrigo. So this is you're playing under Xabi Alonso now, Vinicius. You're not playing under Ancelotti. It's a different manager, so cope with it. Show him, convince him that you deserve to start. You deserve to start every single game. Just because you're Vinicius Junior, it doesn't mean you have to play every single game. No, you have to earn it, like Mbappe. Juventus drew 1-1 with Verona. We're moving to Serie A. Juventus drew 1-1 with Verona. AC Milan, very good win. 2 goals from Christian Pulisic and Yusuf Fofana by beating 3-0 against Udinese. Very good win for AC Milan. Important win. 100% record ends for Juventus. Bayern Munich keep winning in the Bundesliga as they beat Hoffenheim 4-1. A hat-trick from Harry Kane and a goal from Sergio Gnabry. Harry Kane is looking absolutely on fire, that's for sure. Now let's move on to tomorrow's games.